Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mind, Body, Fitness, and Recovery. I'm Pam, recovery life coach, and I've also been in recovery myself from toxic relationships for 4 years. So today I have an online post that came in, and this woman's looking for help with a toxic relationship, and she also just came out of another toxic relationship. So I'm going to go through her. At the end, she has a couple of questions that we're going to be taking the deep dive and answering. But as I go through her letter, I'm going to be pausing and talking about different points that she brings up. So recovery from toxic relationships or toxic people, places, and things, mind and body. And for your body, it is always best that when you wake up in the morning, before you have your coffee or before you have anything to eat, first thing, you have at least 20 ounces of lukewarm, room temperature water. Wait 20 to 30 minutes before you have anything else in your stomach. It hydrates, it cleanses, and it energizes. And it's just really good for you. It flushes out your toxins from your body, and it's really, really nice to have. First thing when you wake up in the morning. And also I wanted to let you know that you guys know that YouTube is filled with awesome channels for recovery. And part of recovery really should include meditation. And I found a really good channel. It's called Goodful, Goodful. 5 to 10 minute meditations. This man's voice is really soothing, and he takes you through 5 to 10 minutes of just really, really soft music. But the things that he says are so empowering. I highly recommend that you try this. It's called Goodful, Goodful. Okay, let's read this woman's letter. I'm reading right off my computer. So my boyfriend yelled at the new puppy for whining. I go into panic mode, flashbacks, fight-flight mode when people yell or raise their voices around me, due to the trauma I went through with my ex, who was a narcissist. My boyfriend does not understand that yelling, etc., terrifies me and doesn't think that PTSD is real, or the same with anxiety and depression. So this young woman is now in a new relationship, coming out of a relationship with an abusive, toxic, narcissistic man who caused her to develop trauma. My guess is most likely that these two relationships were not the only ones that she's had in her life. And I think if I ever had a chance to ask her, I would go back and ask her what her relationship with her parents was like, specifically her father. Let's continue on. I am now sitting in a different room, shaking, heart racing, and highly alert, having a panic attack. Does anyone else's new partner not understand what you've gone through? Okay, here's a good point. She's with a new partner, and she already knows that this new boyfriend, this new partner, has abusive tendencies. She already feels that. She feels it in her inner being. Her inner being right now is screaming to her, don't stay in this relationship. Get out now. Mine victim blames me a lot and says, this is the new partner, you could have just left. But no, you kept going back to him. So you must have liked being treated that way. Man, oh man, girlfriend, just him saying that alone is showing you that this is a relationship that you should not be in. He's abusive, he's mistreating you, and he's speaking to you in a really cruel way. This is a weak man right here. This is a man who has his own trauma. And now you're in a relationship with him. This can go nowhere. and this is just going to get worse. And she asks one more thing. Is there any way to make him understand? The really simple, short answer to that is no. You don't want to waste your time trying to make him understand. You need to heal. Narcissists, toxic people, abusive people come into our life to show us where our wounds are so we can heal them. I like to use the word universe. Some people say source. Some people use the term God. I use that as well. Some people say divine or vibration, vibrational energy. These people come into our lives to show us where we still need to heal. This young woman still has a lot of healing to do. She is trauma bonded, and I could go into a whole episode on trauma bonding. A trauma bond develops when we're in an abusive relationship, and the abuser takes us through this push-pull. I love you, I don't love you. You look really nice today, why are you wearing that? Those are just two small things that they say or that they do. So what we do as women, and it could be men and men also, but what we do as women, because she's a woman, so I'll use woman in this particular instance, is when we come into a relationship with a vulnerability, already thinking we're not good enough, we fall into these relationships with toxic men, and they come on very, very strong, and we like the attention. We like being told that we're pretty. We like the doting. We like all the attention, and we like having them want to be with us. And they come on really, really strong. Usually when a man's coming on really, really strong like that, that's a red flag. Not a yellow flag. That's a red flag. Get out. Leave now. But when we're into that, when we're thinking to ourselves that I'm not enough, I'm less than, and our self-worth is just completely shot, we fall into these relationships. So in short, so again, is there any way to make him understand? No. Don't waste your time making him understand. If you can, leave now. This young woman needs to leave now. This can't get any better. It's only going to get worse. Namaste.